Tonight on Connecticut's news station, President Donald Trump arraigned on charges related to efforts to overturn the 2020 election results. We'll tell you what happened in a federal court in Washington.
Also, two healthcare systems in our state are hit by a cyber attack. We'll find out if the attacks are impacting services for patients.
Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Now we start tonight with the former president charged in his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Trump entered a not guilty plea in federal court today. Good evening, I'm Sarah Sanchez.
And I'm Brent Harden. Thanks for joining us. The former president appeared in a Washington, D.C. courtroom this afternoon as he faces a third indictment.
Fox 61's Ben Goldman joins us in our breaking news center to explain what happened at the arraignment and what the former president is saying tonight. Ben.
Sarah and Brent, this is the first time former President Trump has faced a judge over accusations that he orchestrated an effort to block the peaceful transfer of power. Prosecutors say the lies Trump spread during that attempt fueled his supporters during the deadly January 6th insurrection in Washington. Trump arrived at Reagan National Airport before making his way to the federal courthouse. In the indictment, Trump is facing 4 charges in this case, including conspiracy to defraud the government and obstruction. He's also accused of trying to assemble fake electors to overturn President Biden's victory in 7 key battleground states. Trump stood up to enter his not guilty plea and answered simple questions from the judge today. He sat just about 20 feet away from special counsel Jack Smith. After the arraignment, Trump maintained his innocence and repeated his claims that the indictment is an attempt to stop him from taking office again.
This is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
Earlier tonight on the Fox 61 News at 6, we spoke with Quinnipiac political science professor Wes Renfro. He says this latest indictment may not damage Trump's chances of winning the Republican nomination, but could hurt him in the general election.
It's also the case that when he's had previous legal woes, he does see huge spikes in fundraising, which he certainly needs to run the campaign and also to pay for an incredibly expensive series of legal defenses. It's a bigger question about how this impacts him in the general election, should he be the Republican nominee, which I think is likely. But in the short term, the folks who love Trump think that he's being, prosecuted for political reasons.
Now, Trump is due back in court August 28th when a tentative trial date will be set. The judge also ordered Trump to not communicate with any known witnesses about the case. In unrelated cases, Trump is facing federal charges after classified documents were found at Mar-a-Lago. He's also charged in New York State for paying hush money to hide an affair with a porn star. Here in the Breaking News Center, I'm Ben Goldman, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. Brent.
All right, Ben, thank you. We are also following breaking news tonight in Woodbridge, where police are investigating after a person was sent to the hospital. Officers first arrived at a home on Raymond Road shortly after 8 this evening. State police say they are helping Woodbridge police with this investigation. One other person is in custody right now. We are working to learn more about what exactly happened, and we'll bring you updates as soon as we learn new information.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. Rachel.
Yes, after a few dry days, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming, and that means showers and storms. Most of it, at least the most intense part, will be later in the day and at night, but there could be a pop-up shower in a couple spots as we head through the morning and early afternoon as well. This is the risk for severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center, and there is a risk for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm in northwestern Connecticut, but you'll clearly see that that risk is much higher north and west of us, and it drops off quickly for south and eastern Connecticut. So I think as we head through the day tomorrow, the biggest concern is really the chance for some locally heavier downpours, again, especially late. We do have one shower out there in Litchfield County, but look at all of these thunderstorms racing to the north of us. More where that came from as we head into the day tomorrow, but what you see to the north will end up staying to the north. 60s to around 70 degrees out there right now. Not as cool tonight. Bye-bye. Our low temperatures in the 50s, at least for now. We're in the 60s overnight. Tomorrow there is a chance for a shower in spots in the morning to early afternoon, but much of the day is dry. Then as we head through the afternoon, especially later in the day and at night, a rising chance for showers and storms, and again, the chance for some locally heavier downpours. We'll show you the future radar, help you really plan out your day coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. New at 10, a cybersecurity attack hit several Connecticut hospitals and medical centers.
Yeah, Waterbury Health and Eastern Connecticut Health Network are still dealing with the computer system outage tonight. Fox 61's Gabby Molina is live outside Rockville General Hospital in Vernon with the details. Gabby.
Brent and Sarah, the emergency departments here at Rockville General Hospital and at Manchester Memorial Hospital are open right now. People can still walk in, but ambulances were being diverted to other hospitals. And hospital officials say they do expect the impacts on other facilities to continue into tomorrow. Hospitals in Connecticut hit with a cyber attack. The issue impacted Prospect Medical Holdings, which is the parent company of the Eastern Connecticut Health Network and Waterbury Health, prompting closures of several facilities.
There was an impact to our ability to offer our outpatient services. So our provider practices, we closed today so that we could utilize the staff within the hospitals.
ECHN had to close its urgent care centers, outpatient labs, and canceled elective surgeries, among other services. The health network says because its computer system was down, it turned to other options to be able to treat patients Thursday.
We have shifted all of our focus to patient care areas, getting our areas to a downtime procedure. They are very well trained on that. So just transitioning everyone over to a paper workflow process.
Waterbury Hospital had to do the same. Waterbury Health inpatient and outpatient operations were affected, and outpatient blood draw locations will continue to be closed on Friday. Officials say they still don't know the full scope of the cyber attack or exactly how long it will take to resolve.
We, at this point, are unable to give any definitive answers on the impact. We have a team, both the national prospect team and working and evaluating the impact of the attack on all of the organizations.
ECHN says that it does expect some of its locations to be closed tomorrow again, so you can check for an updated list on our website, fox61.com. Live in Vernon, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.